Cynthia Hind is one of Africa's leading ufologists. She interviewed the children the day after their encounter and had them draw pictures of the strange visitors they had seen.
They were very slim, the suit was black, but it was the eyes that was frightening.
In 1995, Hind brought worldwide attention to the Ruwa children when she presented their case at the 8th International UFO Congress in Sheffield, England.
Why don't they try and form some sort of panel, not necessarily Americans, it could be United Nations, to check out these stories? Why would 62 children lie?
Definitely not a human. He had a big head and big black eyes and was dressed in a black bodysuit. And he had his eyes were down here and he was like looking really, really funny.
And these eyes, the children tell us, conveyed a telepathic message, a frightening warning about Earth's destruction.
I think they're trying to tell us something which is going to happen and other people don't actually believe us sometimes. So maybe they are trying to show us something.
That's the...
I think that one's upside down.
Is it? That's interesting because the child has caught the flashing of the lights, you see. Oh, very interesting. A lot of them saw the figures.
Virtually in line with our overhead electric cable.
Okay. Yes, you see, because, well, investigators, how right we are, I don't know, but know that, now what's that?
He's trying to represent a rocket or something. Propulsion. Maybe something he's more familiar with. I don't know if
But they look, but Barry Downey said like rugby balls, which they are, because they're that way. Well, that's a nice drawing. Got artistic talents, yes. I'm not sure whether it's more difficult. This to me was the impression, but I spoke to John Spencer last night, and John Spencer told me that they have a very interesting case in England where the actual creatures were at a great distance away,
Right.
but the children saw them close too. So there's a time discrepancy. But this, I would say, you wouldn't be able to see.
As I said to Tim yesterday, I mean, I do believe the children saw something. I personally wasn't out there. But my only main concern is the fact that their imaginations might have got a bit carried away.
Yes, but even then...
But I do feel that they
something
did actually physically see something, yes, that we couldn't explain what it was.
You see, the head will know the children better than anybody else, and they're the ones who have a very vivid imagination. In 1979, I did with Hilary Evans, a lot of the top British people were involved in Wales, and the children had the same sort of thing. I saw the headmaster of the local school, they had it in the newspapers and everybody laughed. But when I went down 3 times and spoke to the children, one of the things that their class teacher said was that sooner or later the children come out and say, we didn't really. And these kids are now 19, 20 years old. And she said, never denied what they saw.
What they saw.
So, it's very exciting because we could, they said, it could be the biggest story in the world.
Really?
I think Tim Leach said that.
Just come and sit on these chairs along here, please. I think that'll make life easier. Just make a nice straight line, thanks. Yeah, please. You want to...
No, I just wondered because he was the one that spoke to me.
Alright, these are the grade 7s, the oldest children here at the school who say they saw something.
Did you all see something?
Yes.
Can you just tell me very briefly, if we go along, just say what your name is and what you saw?
Nathaniel Hoxall.
What did you see?
There was some like ship landed on the ground.
Why do you say ship? Did it have a shape?
Yes.
Like what?
It had a round top and it was flat like that.
What was round the side?
Just a, so like a platform coming down the side.
Did you see anything else?
Yes, we saw a black man running around. Just
A little man or what?
from where we looked, he was about this small, but we were quite way away. So he was about our size.
Could you see his face?
No. I'm Daniel Mandy, and I saw this silver thing in amongst this clump of trees with this one thing sitting on the side and another thing sort of like running up and down the top.
When you say thing, was it a form of some sort?
Yeah, it almost looked like a real person, except it was fairly plump.
No, not really. And what did you think it was? What were your thoughts?
At first I thought it was just some boy from the compound playing around, but the hair was, it looked more like our hair. It wasn't curly. That thing almost looked like a hippie.
Like a hippie. And your name?
My name is Emily Bolton. I saw the little black men. They had longish hair, and it was all black, and they had big black eyes. That's all I saw. I saw a glimpse. They kind of turned around and stared, and then went back into a kind of like ship. There was like sort of one big one with quite a few little ones
as well,
all scattered around.
When you say you had big eyes, show me with your hands the size compared to
They
yours.
were oval, kind of like that.
Oval?
Yes.
I see. And could you see anything else on the face?
No, I couldn't. All as I could see was his hair, and when he turned around, and then he...
Were you
just
afraid?
Yes, I was.
What did you think it was?
Well, everybody was saying that they were UFOs and everything, so...
Other people said they were UFOs?
Yeah, people were coming around telling... we were in the classroom and I ran out and I saw it. I did think they were UFOs. I did see them.
Were you perhaps influenced by what the other children had said?
Sort of, but I did definitely see...
What you saw?
What I saw, yes.
Did you also see?
Yes.
What is your name?
Charity Shanda.
What did you see?
I saw something silver on the ground amongst the trees and a person in black. And that's all I saw.
You saw a person alongside the silver thing?
Yes.
What did the silver thing look like?
It looked like a saucer, but the shape wasn't really round.
Have you heard about UFOs before this?
No.
You didn't know anything about it, so it was something quite new to you.
Yes.
Were you afraid?
Yes.
What did you do? Did you run to fetch the teachers, or you just stayed with the other children?
I stayed with the other children.
Okay, thank you.
Unfortunately not. We were actually having a staff meeting at this particular point in time. So, to my knowledge, there wasn't any of the adults that could... I only became aware of it much later, actually.
You didn't at the time?
At the time it happened, no. Because, as I said, we were in here in the middle of a staff meeting. And I only became aware of it about an hour later. And then at lunchtime, a few of the children told their parents when they came to collect them. And a few of the parents took a wander down there to see if they could see anything. That is when I really became concerned, because if there was something there, I didn't really want everybody who had been down there.
Can you just tell me, what was your attitude to the whole concept of people from other planets, or other dimensions coming to Earth? Are you totally skeptical, or have you always had a fairly open mind?
I believe it can happen. I am skeptical to a point, but I do believe it could happen. And I do believe that the children here today believe themselves that they did see something.
Okay.
I'm totally convinced of that.
Yes. We'd like to go down to the area if we may, because we've got some electrical equipment you know, just to measure with a Geiger counter if there's any radio activity. But I think for the moment you should keep everybody away until we've had some analysis, you know, of what's going on. Okay.
Do you want to, you said Pele and Emma Christensen?
Emma, yes, because of the drawings. In fact, John Spencer, who's head of the Fora, phoned yesterday, and Mr. Leach had very kindly faxed over all these pictures, and they picked those two out particularly, but I find many interesting drawings there. So I think if I can just go through them again before I leave, and just ask you to ask the children certain questions on those particular drawings. Okay? Right. Also, America's been on the line. We've spoken to America, and they're phoning tonight. So I think you might find that the school is going to become, through Mr. Leach, a hive of activity very shortly. Okay, sorry about the disruption.
No problem.
But they did tell me from London this will be the biggest story of the 20th century.
Well, as far as I, as the headmaster concerned, I'm quite willing to cooperate with whatever is going on, as long as we keep the school running as such.
Yes, I don't think they'll interfere with the children. The main thing is to try and get stories. I find the girls' descriptions are slightly different from the boys', which is obvious. We want to try and measure the distance where the thing was seen, and then Mr. Hoffer's got some equipment we'd like to measure if there's any metal, if there's any radioactivity, and if there is, we'll just keep away from that area for the moment. But all I want to tell you is nobody should panic. We don't know what it is, and it could be just some... There was a Russian satellite went up on the 27th of August, and it's a possibility something came down, but it would not account for the figure you saw. And I think it's time the world woke up that something's going on, and they don't all think I'm a cookie character. Weird lady, as they call me here.
Alright, sorry, Mr. Vernon, if you could just take your grade sixes.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Have you
we'll
told
meet you.
Mr. Hind about the Thursday as well?
Yeah, some of the children say they actually saw it on Thursday as well, which is the day before.
They were quite embarrassed.
I think they were quite shy about,
Yes.
And so, if you see it on some of the drawings, I think like this one here, it's got what he saw on Thursday, and then basically what he saw on Friday.
Like a pencil in the sky. Yeah. Well, must be.
And this is Emma.
Oh, Emma Christensen.
Yes.
Yes, because your drawing was particularly interesting. They have asked me about it. You saw in your drawing, you've got not only the main object there, but you've got several others. Now, did you see these coming down, or did you see them in the sky?
I saw them disappear. They went 1 meter up from the ground and then they just disappeared.
They went 1 meter up and they disappeared. And you saw this creature?
Yes, he was very, very shiny black.
Shiny black?
Shiny black.
Suit?
Kind of suit.
Would you say it was like an ordinary suit that, was it like what Mr. Mackey's wearing?
No.
What would you call the type of clothing?
I'm not sure, but he was really...
Have you ever seen the divers going to the sea?
Oh yes, like that.
Was it like that, or was it like an overall? Or a tight-fitting suit?
It was tight-fitting.
It was tight-fitting, and it was shiny.
Yes.
Could you see his face?
Well, I only saw a glimpse of it.
And you don't remember any individual features?
Well, I only remember that his eyes were quite big.
Eyes were big. And were you afraid?
I was a little afraid.
What did you think it was?
I don't know. I just thought it was some kind of alien from a different planet.
So you knew about UFOs?
Yes.
You watched on television?
Yes.
Do you think that influenced you? Or you weren't thinking about it?
I wasn't thinking about it.
Okay. Thanks, Emma.
And Lisa was the other one? Lisa was a little bit...
Pillay. Name is Lisa Pillay. And what did you see?
Well, I saw a silver thing. It was like lying down like this on the side, and I saw a black man. He was dressed in black, and he had big eyes.
Show me with your hand how big the eyes
They
were.
were shaped like something like that.
What did you think it was?
Well, I thought twice. I thought it was an alien, and then I thought maybe it was a gardener or someone.
Oh, you first thought it was an alien, and then you thought it was the gardener. Oh, well, I'd like to look at the gardener. Thank you very much. Okay. Right, yes. You want to get your stuff? Good luck. It's here.
And Emma, stay here, please.
Good hockey. Carry on with your maps.
So we actually saw it again over in this direction. So that's why I've asked Stefan to stay. You know, remember the picture with the electric line?
Yes.
This is the electric line. It was in between the gap of this one difference behind this pile of
Yes, I
dirt.
can see that. It's nothing to do with where that's broken down there.
No.
No. Okay. Where did Emma see it?
I saw it. Well, I was standing over there when I moved over there because a few children were scared. But I moved over there and I saw it, the same one, but you could see it from both directions.
Okay. And this chap?
This guy, Stefan, he actually said he saw it over in this direction over here.
Do you think it moved from one place to the other?
No.
No, it was just, there might have been two then.
Yeah.
Right.
Cynthia, what are your impressions after this morning's little expedition?
Well, I certainly believe the children. I've come across a similar type of thing in Broadhaven in Wales a long time ago, 1979, and the British didn't believe it, although I went down 3 times, and it's very similar to the whole incident here. We have some extremely interesting pictures, and there's certainly some of the things they've told me they couldn't have known about. Impossible.
What about you?
Well, as far as I could see at present, okay, we tried to go and find some of the markings that the children saw from a distance, but it's hard to judge, actually. I would have to come out on another day to actually scan the whole area and find out. But I do believe what the children saw was something real to them, you know. Very unusual figures, long, straight black hair, large eyes, which is quite typical with the large black eyes.
But you don't think you got the equipment at the moment to...
No, I haven't. It's a problem here in Zimbabwe to actually acquire equipment. It would be great if some of these equipment could be acquired, you know, around.
But how skeptical are you?
Well, I would like to see some evidence, but from what I see from some of the children, I do believe there's something happened.
So both of you in basement have been a worthwhile expedition out here.
Oh, definitely. I'm skeptical too. I'm not all that gullible. But this to me is a very typical case, and I've handled several hundreds in southern Africa. And not only that, I've travelled overseas and I've seen in England, America, South America, Europe. Very typical for what people see. Only thing that worries me is how long this was on the ground. There is a missing time element which we haven't been able to go into yet, but it's something I would like to discuss with the headmaster, Mr. Mackey.
Great, thanks very much.
Hey Michael, just give me a note.
Okay.